Hi everyone. Till now we have discussed our similarity of triangles concept. Till now we have learned about similarity definition, similarity of triangle definition, in which we have discussed about similar polygons, regular polygons. Then after that we have discussed about similar triangles there. Then we see that that their corresponding sides are in same proportion in similar triangles and corresponding angles are equal there. Then after that we have discussed most important theorem, basic proportional theorem. Then after that we have discussed its converse of basic proportional theorem. After that we have discussed some problems based on both theorem. Then we have discussed about some similarity criteria there. These are side angle and angle criteria there. Now we are move to our next topic. Look, in our right angle triangles, Pythagoras sir gives us a very important theorem there. What is this? It's a hypotenuse square equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Now today what we do, we are going to be state and prove the Pythagoras theorem. After that we are going to state and prove its converse part. Then after that we solve some problems based on it. Now let's start. Now we are going to be state and prove Pythagoras theorem. What is statement of theorem? First of all, what's its statement? You already learned about this statement there. In a right triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square on the other two sides. What is its statement? In a right angle triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square on the other two sides. Now this is our statement. What we do? First of all, we are going to draw a right angle triangle there. We draw a right angle triangle. We have a right angle triangle ABC, right angle at A. We have a right angle triangle. We are given a right triangle ABC in which angle A is equal to 90 degree. Now what we need to prove? We need to prove this is our 90 degree. We need to prove in a right angle triangle the square on the hypotenuse, this is our hypotenuse, that means we need to prove BC square. The square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Then we have to prove BC square equal to AB square plus AC square. Now what we do? We are going to draw in a construction part. We draw a perpendicular from vertex A to the side BC. We draw a perpendicular from the vertex A to the side BC. Now our right angle triangle divides into two right angle triangles. Now in figure we have a three right angle triangle. First right angle triangle is it's a BAC. Then when we draw a perpendicular from vertex A, then we get a two right angle triangles there. It's a ADB and ADC. Now these triangles are, triangle ADB is similar to, we can show that it's similar to triangle ABC, and also we can prove that our triangle ADC is similar to the whole triangle ABC. Using the concept, we are going to prove it's a Pythagoras theorem. Now look, first of all, what we do? Draw AD perpendicular to BC. Now what do we explain you? First we are going to show this. What we show that we track now we take two triangles. First of all, take triangle, whole complete triangle ABC is similar to ABC is similar to our DBA, triangle DBA, because we take A first, then A is right angle triangle, then our DBA. How these triangles are similar? With triangle ABC is similar to DBA. It's obvious, triangle common, because in this what we have angle A and angle D both are 90 degree. It's similar. Why? Since angle A equal to angle D, both are 90 degree. And also what we have, angle B is common there. Angle B equal to angle B. Now what by using our angle criteria, these triangles are similar. Now these triangles are similar, then what we have, since triangles are similar, then we have its sides are in same proportion, then we have BC is to BA is equal to AB is to DB. What we take? BC is to BA is to AB is to DB. Now it's maybe some confusion, maybe in your mind some confusion there. How we get base? It's looking BC is to BA. Now then AB is to DB. Then what we do? We have a triangle ABC and triangle DBA. Look, we draw individual figure there. We draw triangle ABC and triangle. We draw triangle ABC and triangle. We take the second triangle is a DBA. Both are right angle at A and D. Then we draw. Then what we do? These triangles are similar by angle criteria, because angle B is common there. Then their sides are in same proportion. What we take? Then we take our BC is to AB here. Take the hypotenuse. Our BC is to AB. Then what we take? BC is to AB. Then we take AB is to DB. AB is to DB. Now let's see. Now what we have? We are going to take its cross multiplication there. Then what we have? BC into DB is equal to, it's a BA same, means it's a AB square. We write down it's a AB square. This is our equation 1. Now what we do? First of all, we take whole triangle ABC and our first triangle DBA. Now we are going to show our triangle ABC is similar to our triangle DAC. Again, we take triangle ABC. Now triangle ABC is similar to our triangle DAC. Now how these are similar? Since angle A is equal to angle D, both are 90 degree. Again, and angle C equal to angle C common there. Angle C equal to angle C common there. By angle criteria, the triangles are similar. Now when these triangles are similar, then what we have? We have AC is to DC is equal to BC is to AC. Now again some confusion there. It's AC is to DC and BC is to AC. Again you draw individual figure. We have taken triangles what we triangle? We take triangle ABC and triangle DAC. Again, what we take there? We take our this perpendicular AC. This AC is to DC, and then we take BC is to AC. Since triangles are similar, then its sides are in the same proportion. Now this is we are going to take cross multiplication again. Then we have AC square equal to BC into DC. This is our equation number 2. Now what we do? We are going to be adding our equation 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2. Now what we have? We have AB square plus AC square in the left hand side. AB square plus AC square, in right, what we have BC. You can change it. It's write down AB square is equal to BC into DB. You can maybe confuse there. Now it's equation 1, and here what we have now BC into DB plus BC into DC. And what we do, we are going to take our common BC there. Then we have DB plus DC. Now look in the figure, DB plus DC, it's equal to length BC. Then we have BC into BC, then we get BC square. This is our required result. AB square plus AC square is equal to BC square. Then hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Again we are going to revise it. So we are going to prove our Pythagoras theorem there. What we do? We draw a right angle triangle AB, right angle at A. Then after that we draw perpendicular AD from right angle to its opposite side BC. Then we are using the similarity concept there. We take our whole triangle ABC to the triangle DBA. We are showing its triangles are similar to each other. How? Because our angle A and angle D both are 90 degree and angle B common there. Then since triangles are similar, then their sides are in the proportion. Then we have BC upon BA equal to AB upon DB. After multiplication, we get AB square equal to BC into DB there. Now then, again we take a complete triangle ABC and the other part triangle DAC. Then we show these triangles are again congruent, similar to each other. How? Then again we have angle A equal to angle D 90 degree and angle C equal to angle C common there. Then we have, since their similar triangles are similar, then their corresponding then their sides are in the corresponding sides are in the same proportion. Now after cross multiplication, we have AC square equal to BC into DC. Then we have adding equation 1 and 2, we get AB square plus AC square equal to BC into DB plus BC into DC. Take out BC common there. Then we have DB plus DC, and our length DB plus DC is equal to the whole side BC. Then now we have BC into BC, then it's a BC square. Then we have AB square plus AC square equal to BC square. This is our required proof of this is our required result. It's a proof of Pythagoras theorem. Now we are look up. This is our Pythagoras theorem, but sometimes this theorem is also known as it's referred as a Bodhayan theorem. Why it's called sometimes Bodhayan theorem? Then please you kept in mind in an ancient Indian mathematician Bodhayan. It's about 800 BC there. It's it's this statement of the theorem is just like as is just giving a theorem like the diagonal of a rectangle produced by itself the same area as produced by its both sides, length and breadth. It's applicable just like as our Pythagoras theorem there. That's why this theorem is sometimes also referred as a Bodhayan theorem. Now we are moved to our converse of a Pythagoras theorem. First of all, we start with what is the statement of converse of obvious. In Pythagoras, we have what is the statement in a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse square equal to base square plus perpendicular square. When we are talking about its converse part, then obviously we have given something base square equal to AB square plus AC square. Then it's in reverse part, we have to prove that it's a right angle triangle. Now look what is the statement up there. Statement it can be now in Pythagoras we start with in a right angle triangle. Here we start in a triangle. We never use here a right angle here. In a triangle, if the squares on one side is equal to the sum of the squares on remaining two sides then the angle opposite to first sides is a right angle. Now this is our statement of converse part. In a triangle, if the squares on one side is equal to the sum of the squares on the remaining two sides, then the angle opposite to first side is a right angle. Now we are move to with proving part. What we do in the proof? What we have given? We are given a triangle ABC in which, suppose we have given a triangle ABC in which AB square, our AB square equal to BC square plus AC square. Now what we take AB square, then what we need to prove here? We need to prove, since we take AB, then we need to prove our angle C. Angle C is equal to 90 degree. It's not 90 degree. We have to prove it's 90 degree. Then to prove converse part, what we do? We are just again. I'm just telling you that when we are going to be using our converse parts, it's not any proving, and we are just not going to use our direct method there. We just using our construction parts always there. Using our construction part, which we get easily its proof there. Again, we need here a construction part there. What we do? We construct a right angle triangle PQR. What we do? We construct a right angle triangle PQR. Since we have to prove its angles in 90 degree, but here it's a right angle triangle and right angle at 90 degree. What we do? We consider a right angled triangle PQR. How we take PQR? In which we draw PQR such as in which the length of PR is equal to the length of AC. We are drawing our right angle triangle such that our length of PR equal to length of AC, and length of QR is equal to our BC. Sorry, it's a BC. And also we take angle R equal to 90 degree. Now look, we consider our triangle PQR. Our PQR is a right angle triangle. In triangle PQR, since it's our right angle triangle, then we can apply our Pythagoras theorem there. And what we have? We have PQ square equal to PR square plus QR square. Now we are applying Pythagoras theorem. Sorry. We are applying Pythagoras theorem in our right angle triangle PQR. Now PQR is equal to PR square plus QR square. But what we do? Our this PR is equal to AC and our QR equal to BC. Then we are going to change this our PR. We can change our PR by AC square and our QR by BC, then we get BC square. Now I don't need equation there, but look, the value of AC square plus BC square is what? We have given the value of AC square plus BC square equal to AB square, and we can write here AB square. Now what we get? We get PQ square equal to AB square, and this implies the length of PQ is equal to our AB. Now look, in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, what we have? We have taken already PR equal to AC. Then AC is equal to PR and BC equal to QR, and we prove that we can mention here by construction there. It's also by construction. Then our AB equal to PQ, we prove it. Then by side, it's a, now our triangle ABC is congruence to triangle PQR. By which? By side congruency criteria. Then we saw that our triangles are congruent. Then what we have? Since our triangles, the given triangles are congruent, then our angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, then angle C equal to angle R. Then we have our angle C equal to angle R, but our angle R is equal to 90 degree, then our angle C is equal to 90 degree. This is our required proof. Hence, it's proved that our when we have in a triangle AB square plus BC square equal to AC square, then opposite side is our right angle. Now we are going to again revise it. Look at the statement again. In a what is the statement? In a triangle, if the squares on one side is equal to the sum of the squares on the remaining two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side is a right angle triangle. To prove it, we have taken a triangle there. In a in a triangle ABC, what we do? We have given that AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. Then what we do? We have to prove that angle C is equal to 90 degree. Then we consider a right angle triangle. We draw a right angle triangle PQR such that we take in the length of PR equal to length of AC and length of QR equal to length of BC. Then our angle R is 90 degree there. Then we applying our in triangle PQR, we applying our Pythagoras theorem. PQ square equal to PR square plus QR square. But we have taken PR, our length of PR is length of AC and QR is BC. We have changing our PR to AC and QR to BC. Now we get AC square plus BC square. But the value of AC square plus BC square is given to the AB square. Then we change AB square. Then after solving, what we the value of PQ square equal to AB square. Then we get PQ equal to AB. Then after that we consider our triangle ABC and triangle PQR. We see that our AC equal to PR and BC equal to QR by construction, and we have proved that our AB equal to PQ. Then by side congruency criteria, our triangles are congruent. When triangles are congruent, then corresponding angles are equal. Then our angle C is equal to by using CPCT, corresponding parts of congruence triangle, we get angle C is equal to angle R there. But the value of angle R is what? It's a 90 degree. Hence, we prove that in a triangle, if the squares of one side is equal to the square, sum of the squares are on the other two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side is a right angle. Now we are going to move with some application problem based on theorem, based on Pythagoras theorem. Look, one of the problem we have on the screen there. What is the problem? It's given that an aeroplane leaves an airport and flies due north at a speed of 1000 km per hour. At the same time, another plane leaves the same same airport and flies due west at a speed of 1200 km per hour. How far apart will be two planes after one wholesome? How far apart will be two planes after one wholesome 1/2 hours? Then now, what we do? It's a problem based on application of our Pythagoras theorem. First of all, we are going to draw a figure there. What we do? We have to consider a point. Let's suppose the point A. Our point A represent the point A be the airport. Our point A be the airport there. Now an aeroplane leaves an airport and flies due to north at a speed. From here, what is our north? This is our north direction. We take A be the airport. Let's suppose that our this is a B. Take B. B is our position. When our plane moves to after 1.5 hour, it's reached to our position B there. With the speed of, we have given there with the speed of 100 km per hour there. Now, what is given there? At the same time, another plane leaves the same airport and flies due to west. It's our north. This is our east. We take west. We move to west. Suppose after 1/2 hours, it's reached to our point C there. It's a point C. Now, suppose it covers a distance AC after 1/2 hours. Then now we have to find out the distance apart. This distance we have to find out this distance BC there. Now what we see? It's a right angle triangle. Right angle at B. Now we have to find our length BC there. Now, first of all, we are going to find out the length AB and AC there. How we can? This is a position of plane A. B is the position when our plane is moved the speed of 1000 km per hour in a time 1.5 hour. Then what we do? Our AB, distance AB is given by, it's a time into, what is AB is our distance. Distance is given by speed into time. Our speed is 1000 km and time is what? 1/2 hour. Then what's it's a 1000 into 3/2. Then we get it's a 1500 km. Our AB is what? We get our AB is what? It's a 1500 km. This distance is what? 1500 km. Now what AC? In AC, our plane moves with a speed of 1200 km. Look, it's a speed of 1200 km in the same duration, and 1200 with the speed into time, and we get it's a this distance is our 1800 km. Now we have to find what's BC. Then let's look from figure. Our figure is a right angle triangle. Then we are going to use our Pythagoras theorem. We are applying our Pythagoras theorem there. And what we have? We have BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. We get the value of AB and AC. We are going to put here 1500 square plus 1800 square. Then what we do? We get BC here. Our BC is given by under root 1500 square plus 1800 square. Now what we do? Just taking up, it's 100 square there. We are going to taking common our 100 there. Here is we are going to take our 100 common there. Then what we have? Sorry, we are going to take our we are going to take our common 100 there. Then what we have? We have here 100. So we get 100 square. Then we get 100 here. Then we have 15 square plus 18 square. Now also we take 3 into 15, 3 into 6, 18. We take also taking 3 square common there. Then what we have? 3 into 100. We have 300 here. 300. Then we get we take common 3 square. Then we have it's a 5 square plus 6 square. Now what we have? It's a 300 into it's a 25 plus 36. Then we get 300 into it's a 61. This is our required result. This is our BC. It's a 300 under root 61 km. Hence the required distance between the two planes is 300 into root 61 km. I am going to again revise you by the statement or problem. We just suppose A is the point of A represent our airport, and let B be the position of the first plane after flying 1/2 hours at a speed of 1000 km per hour. Then we get the distance of AB is what? It's a 1500 km. And C, let C be the position of the second plane after flying for 1/2 hours in the direction west of 1200 km per hour. Then our its AB is given by 1200 into 3 by 2. We get it's a 8. Sorry, we mention here 10. It's a 1800 kilometer. Now it's our right angle triangle. We are applying our Pythagoras theorem there. Then by applying Pythagoras, we get BC square equal to AB square plus AC square. Then after we are going to solve it. Then we get the values of BC is what 300 root 61 kilometer.